as a Holocaust.
Just Eli on the couch.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to the EGIII podcast.
No, alright guys, so it's C and B, and today there's gonna be our first real podcast. And our guest today is EGIII Eli Grayson. He is very talented.
Tyree Taylor, as some people know me by.
He's a very talented tennis player. He has his own clothing brand. Just all around interesting person. Tell him about yourself.
Well, my name's Eli Grayson III. Something's up here.
It's a low battery.
Oh, it's a low battery. All right. So my name's Eli Grayson III. I was originally born in Miami, Florida, but I've been living in Minneapolis, Minnesota for about 16 years now. Just graduated high school and off to college in a couple weeks. But yeah, overall pretty chill guy, and big
dating profile.
big advocate of peace, love, and positivity. And I do have my own clothing brand by the name of Flonier. Keep your eyes out for it. It's about to blow up. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, we first met Eli, or I don't know when I first met you, but my brother first met him at a sneaker pop-up at Trusted Kicks about probably like 1 year ago.
Yeah, shout out to my good buddy Blake Wynn, or you might know him as Just Wynn. He's got a sneaker YouTube channel with a pretty wide fan base, and that's where we first met, and we've been pretty good friends ever since. And I met Carter about a few months after that, and yeah, it's been quite a friendship, quite a ride ever since. That was just about it. We've only known each other about a year now, but
Yeah,
it's felt like a long time,
way
longer
longer.
time than that.
Kind of just like brought Ben in on this friendship.
Yeah, I've met so many other people here too that like I would have never met anywhere else. So it's been interesting. It's been good.
Yeah, so let's
Shout out to Pepsi. They're one of our sponsors today.
what should be our first topic for today?
Album dropping.
Oh yes, album dropping.
Alright, so for most of you BNC fan, you guys already know that I rap, Lil Tot, and the album is dropping on the 27th of this month. So is that like two, 3 more days?
Yeah, it's coming out.
It's pretty much fully done. Just got like a few more little things to work on. Me and him are getting a song in it. So yeah, it's called We Revolve, and We Revolve pretty much comes from we revolve around the things that we want to do, and that's pretty much where I guess I got the name. Just wanted to kind of be a little sophisticated name. He, when you guys see the album art, Eli was actually the person in it and the person that designed it.
Yep.
Sorry, my phone keeps saying that it has low battery.
I don't even know
but,
if I got all of that because the picture was frozen.
no, I think it did.
Alright, hopefully it looks like you're fine.
All right. We're just about to plug in my phone so it doesn't die. But yeah, there's gonna be about 6 songs on it. But yeah, it should be fire. And the two songs with the most views, I'm gonna drop a music video on, so show those some love.
And that's probably gonna be my video. Or
Yeah,
my song,
probably
so
our song, and then
might have to film in like Minneapolis or something like that.
yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned though. It's actually my first like real song that's going out to the public. I've recorded songs with friends before, but have never released anything. I've done local like I've been to like rap what do you call them, like it's basically like poetry slams or whatever, but like you go and you just like showcase your rapping abilities. I've done that
That would be
before.
dope.
Yeah, that was really fun, but this is my first time ever like actually putting something out to the public. So, and I'm coming pretty hard. So you guys better
Yeah. This
better
song
look
is
out.
gonna be some fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, who can I collab with that will make a fire song, but also spread the message on what this is about. I don't even think Eli really realized what the message was about, but his lyrics just matched.
Yeah.
So I was like, Eli is fire, so I gotta bring him in on this.
I mean, yeah, like I've been I've wrote poetry for like almost my entire life, but I've really started like diving into like the rap aspect of it like freshman year, probably like 3-4 years ago. And then I've been meaning to like showcase my stuff, but I've never really had the opportunity to until now. So I think everybody out there will enjoy it. So we'll see. Show it some love, you know.
You want to talk about your brand, Flanier,
Oh yeah,
more in depth?
for sure. So me, I've been like a big fan of streetwear and clothing and sneakers for years now. And I really just like all the creativity that brands have and designers like can show, and I wanted to make that myself. And I've had the idea to put out my own clothing brand for about 3 years now, but I really started on it, started making designs and ideas for it about like last fall. And I was just thinking of what to call it, and I wanted to name it something French, because I just think French is a beautiful language, and it just has like such deep meaning. And I came across the word flâner, and it has multiple meanings, but one of the meanings that I really like stuck with, it means to be open with nature. And I've always been that kind of person. I love doing things in nature.
The sticker has flowers on it too.
Yeah, like everything behind the brand has like a nature aesthetic to it, and so I really tried to showcase that, but also give my own sort of interpretation on it. And a lot of people have been like not necessarily critiquing my brand, but like critiquing all these people that want to start up their own clothing brand because so many people are doing it now. But I've really had this idea for years now, and I've really just haven't had the time to really put it out there until now. And I think I have a great opportunity to get it out there. A lot of people really like it. Everybody I've showed the designs and like logos to, they really like it, and they want me to succeed. And I have a lot of potential partnerships down the road and future collabs with people that I would have never dreamed of collabing with. And my stuff's not even out yet. And
a key thing to just keep in your head when you go throughout life is not care about what everyone thinks, because if Eli were to care about what these people are saying, none of this would probably happen.
Yeah, and like I always just like stick to my roots, stick to what I believe in, and no matter if my brand is going to be successful or not, I'm going to stick with it because it's something that I enjoy doing, and I think it's a positive message to portray out to the public.
It's a great mindset.
Yeah. So, first drop of the Flâner collection is going to be next month, like mid-July. So, it's coming up in a couple weeks, but stay tuned for that. And then I also have my own signature sneaker coming on the way, and that's probably going to be in about a year or so. So just
or show them a peek or what?
I think
Not yet.
but yeah, stay tuned. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, his clothes is stylish, good quality, and also affordable. so it's not like the Supreme stuff where it's like
It's affordable.
$60 for your shirts.
And like
It's not gonna
I
be-
really wanted to. That was a big emphasis on it. I wanted to make my products affordable, but I also am not so business minded or business driven. Like, oh, how can I make this and make a bunch of profit on it? Like, I created this brand to just give people another option that's affordable, that they think is cool regardless of hype or not. And I'm making it to start a nonprofit company, so all the profits that I make from that I'm gonna donate to charity. And then hopefully as the brand gets bigger and bigger, like I can create my own charity off of that and like just take that and run with it. So it's
dope.
just an overall like positive, like it's a positive image for the brand and for myself, and I just want to spread the positivity, and that's all what Flanier is about.
If you guys have me on Snapchat, I'll put when it drops. I'll probably have something you can swipe up and go check it out. But
For sure.
I'll definitely have to copy shirt.
All right.
All right, next topic. You want to talk about your tennis career?
Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a tennis player. And I've played on a really good team for my whole high school career, and I've been very fortunate to have a successful career. I've been a state champion 3 times, and it's just been such a big part of my life for the longest time. I started playing when I was about 5 years old, and I knew I was good from the start just because I was like a really athletic kid. And
Did you know that you wanted to try to go pro with tennis?
no, tennis was never my like main. Well, it was kind of my main sport, but it was never like when you're a kid, you think like, oh, I want to be a professional football player, I want to be a pro basketball player, and I always had the mindset of being a pro basketball player. Like that's what I dreamed about, because basketball was my favorite sport, but tennis was by far the sport I was best at. So I kind of had to focus on that and try to. Any other sport was just kind of for fun or for like other purposes, and basketball slowly faded out. I stopped playing basketball when I was after my sophomore year of high school. I was pretty good at basketball, but there
Weren't
was
you on the bar team for sophomore year?
what?
Weren't you on the bar team for sophomore? When you were
Yeah,
sophomore?
my sophomore season I played varsity, but we never had that great of a program, so it wasn't very hard. But yeah, tennis was definitely my best sport. I played varsity from 6th grade up until 12th grade.
How did that even work? How did you get on the varsity team when you were in middle school?
Well, when I was in middle school, like I was just my first couple years playing on varsity, I was good enough to play on varsity, but I wasn't the best player. I was probably like top 3 best players, and then once I got to about 8th grade, like that was when I was the best player on the team. We were becoming like a very good team. We won. I won my first state championship for singles when I was a freshman, and we won the state tournament for team when I was in 8th grade. We won 2 team titles, and I won 3 singles titles. So I like basically have 5 state championships under my belt, and that's like
It's crazy.
that's very. I'm very fortunate to be that successful and to have that sort of drive my future. Been given a lot of opportunities in my future to do what I love just based on tennis, and it's been such an important part of my life, and I don't think I would be quite who I am today without those experiences. So
Yeah, the only reason I really played, like,
yeah, go ahead.
if you were never, like, if I never met you, tennis, I never probably would have played tennis. I also made varsity, but it's because our team was horrible. I was like 3 for 10 the whole year.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of the things I like most about it is like it's just a sport you can go out and have fun with. Like, it's not always about competition. It's not always like about being the best you can be. Like, I go out and I still try to play to have fun. Like, I seldomly lose, but I just go out and have fun with it. Like, regardless of who my opponent is, I always respect them, try to have fun with them, and just like make it not so much about competition and just about having fun with it. And it's a sport you can play up until you're like 80 years old. Like, and they have like,
Yeah, at Hale, I still see like 70-year-olds playing a tennis league over there.
yeah, I mean, it's something you can like play basically until you die, or they have like other versions of it like pickleball that
Yeah.
older people play. And like, but yeah, I am very fortunate to have such a decorated like tennis career, and I'm just very grateful for my opportunities that it's given me, and I'm excited to see what the future holds, because I don't know if I'll stick with it for, I don't know if I'll have the skill set to go pro, but college should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We pretty much. All right. Here. What's your favorite tennis memory?
Oh man, my favorite tennis memory was probably like, I want to say, even though I won like 3 like individual titles, like my first team title was probably the best thing, because like one of the great things about our team, or my school's team, that made us a good team was like we're like everybody was sort of like connected in some way. So like we weren't really friends like outside of tennis, but when we were all on the tennis courts, like we all become like
Yeah,
best
absolutely.
friends, and we have such a great dynamic. And like I wanted everybody on my team to succeed and be successful, and then when you finally like get that first like state championship as a team, like that's just an amazing feeling, because like not only did you do it, but like everybody you love and care about did it too, and like
Yeah.
you can all like be happy in that moment. And
Shout out Grady, because you're the dude that gave me.
yeah, shout out.
You're the dude that gave me the idea for the podcast. He actually runs. He's one of my tennis teammates, and he actually runs a podcast. But he said that they were all booked up, so I couldn't make an album appearance. But so it's all good. So we're just making our own here.
Hit me up if you ever want to have me on the show. I'd be
Yeah, no, me and Eli are like a package. So
package deal.
all right. Let's see. Next topic. What should we do?
How about some X? Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about what happened?
I still feel like it's surreal. I was gone the whole last week, so I didn't find out till Saturday, which is when I came back from my church camp, and he told me, he was the first person to tell me that he died, and it was kind of like no, that didn't happen. But then like it's still kind of surreal that he's actually dead, because he was just such a young, still had so much more talent that, and he could have made a lot of more great music. So it's just sad to see all these rappers kind of dying.
What do you think, Ben?
I don't know. It's just like you don't know how it feels to like have someone be gone until they're actually gone, and then it's just like whenever I'm sad or I'm going through something, I'd always like turn to him and I listen to his music to help me get through stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's hard. And it's even harder now that he's gone, and he'll never be back.
Yeah.
some people still think he's out there, but I don't think you can fake
Yeah.
this.
And they had a
Memorial
saying
service.
goodbye thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, it's his whole like legacy and career is pretty like controversial in the public right now, just
Yeah.
because of like
His old
he's
reputation.
he's had some wrongdoings. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's bad to judge somebody's whole life and career based on a couple mistakes.
Yeah. I feel-
And his music just like was sort of an outpour of emotion surrounding that and his whole life. And until you really listen to his music and break down what he's trying to say, and like, that's just, I related so much to his music because at some points of his life he's just like, I really just like hate myself, or like I hate the place that I'm in.
Mhm.
And I've had those feelings, and like I felt that way, and it's just like you hate that person and you're trying to become a better person, but it's so hard to wake up and look at
I
that
feel
person
like-
in the mirror.
I feel like ever since he got out of jail, he kind of like changed
Mm-hmm.
how he was, like how he went from like look at me, he kind of was that person, went to jail, came out and was kind of new, which you could definitely tell from watching his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, how he's doing these charity things. It's crazy. I can actually remember that he was at his the donation place. He was giving all the stuff to the kids, and he met his PO officer, and she was talking about how much he had actually changed. And I feel like people just like look at him like, oh, he looks like a bad person, and all this and that. But like he definitely was changing, and
And after he did change the message that he was giving.
yeah,
Yeah, I think like one of the things that I respect about him and his music is like, even though like he was definitely trying to make himself better and change his image and overall like view on the world, and like I think one of the positive aspects of his music was he's like, look, if you can't see the good in me, see the good in others, like spread the positivity. And like that was one thing that I really found from his music and try to embrace and like share with others. So that was one thing that I kind of just always stuck out to me through the good and the bad with him, his whole like legacy. He affected so many people in so many different ways, but I feel everybody who really listened to all of his music, they saw the good in him rather than the bad.
definitely.
And those out there who were just like judging him, saying that, oh, it doesn't matter that he's dead, or
He
some people out
deserved
there
it.
saying that
Yeah.
they're happy that he's dead. That's just,
How would you feel? How would you feel if, look at it from like his mom's point of view or something like that? Like, how would you feel if your son died,
exactly.
got shot? That's just that's crazy.
And he didn't do anything. It was kind of
Exactly.
just out of nowhere.
Mhm.
And the news was saying he was targeted.
Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely was.
I don't know what he ever did to anybody.
yeah.
Maybe in his old past, but he definitely changed.
Mm-hmm.
But he he has like a son on the way too.
Love
Yeah.
to surprise.
But like the only thing I don't really like about this situation is how his mom, I feel like is kind of taking this as like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, give money. Like she's like putting her like Instagrams and names everywhere to almost try to get followers. But she it might just be how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody grieves in different
Yeah,
ways.
copes differently.
So,
Yeah.
like, I can understand that, but it's also like, I don't even really know how to explain it. Like, it's not a good way to do that, to try to use that to
You'd
get
think she'd just
money
like
or-
go low,
Yeah.
like not
Exactly.
really post it all. But
like, and I mean, one of the things that I found out recently, it was before he passed, he bought his family
Yeah.
like 4 houses or something
Yeah.
like that. And like that's what I've always wanted to do. Like after I'm successful, just like put up put on for like my family and the people who made me, like especially if that's like one of the last things I do. Like I want to help my family out in any way I can.
Yeah. I feel you.
Because like that's it, like even though he obviously did some terrible things, like he affected so many people in positive ways, and he had some pretty admirable qualities. Like he genuinely cared about others, and it's it just like kind of breaks my heart to see people like even say that they're happy that he died, because
Yeah.
like how could you say that or wish a death upon anyone,
Yeah, I know.
especially somebody who's only 20 years old and has such a platform and such an influence on the youth. Like
He was so talented.
yeah, like all the artists and musicians came out saying that like his career is cut so short, he had so much potential, and like look what, like even in the amount of time he had, he put out so much music.
Yeah.
Like just think about what he could have done. It's just
Didn't
it's
even an
sad.
album coming too.
Yeah, he had an
Yeah.
album coming too, but and I don't know if they're gonna release it or not. I kind of hope they don't, just because I don't want that to be like a publicity thing too. But
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
they're still like determining who gets the rights to his music, whether it's his family or his label, or so I
What do you
hope
think
that
they should do?
I just kind of I hope it just kind of fades
Just
with
goes
him.
away.
Yeah, like I remember like Tupac is one of my favorite artists, and like
Kind of a similar situation.
yeah, definitely similar situation, and like his music went to, well, there was a whole like big thing going on with Tupac before he was died. He was thinking about switching labels, and there's a conspiracy that like
Label killed him or whatever.
yeah, the label killed him so they could have rights to his music. But like it's just a whole like messed up situation, and his music was released after he was dead. And same thing happened with Biggie, and I just think that that's sort of just not the way somebody should go out.
Yeah.
Like reflect on the music he did have and he did mean to share with the public. And just like yeah, even though we're not gonna get any more like music from X, like I'm content with the music he gave us. Like
Yeah.
it's powerful.
And I don't feel like I'll ever get sick of it.
No. Like it's I've been listening to like Jocelyn Flores. I've been listening to that song. I've probably listened to that song every day, and I've never gotten tired of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be listening to X a lot more
Yeah.
consistently.
hmm
I mean, whenever I was in my fields, I was definitely
Just go right to X.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely on the top of the list for music to listen to.
One thing I want to know is like, who is he gonna inspire? That's gonna be the next song, because like there's so many kids out there who want to be the next X or follow in his path.